So we're coming up on week number 4 here with the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise mode in this 2024 regular season. We are now 2-1 with that huge victory last week against the Indianapolis Colts. A game-winning field goal by Chris Boswell did enough to get us that victory. Now, unfortunately, we had, we did have an opportunity to get Najee Harris X Factor. It did not happen. And Najee says, that was an embarrassing performance, coach. And I want to be the first to tell you or apologize to you. I can't read again. Whatever. He sucked, okay? That's all you gotta know. Again, I'm not the greatest at reading. It's all right. Anyways, we've got to, reflecting the offensive performance with the rain game. Now, the thing is, Madden told me there was going to be rain. There wasn't rain in the actual game, though. Like, in the cutscene, it said, oh, yeah, it's going to be raining. The rain never happened. Let's see, does Madden actually acknowledge that and said that the forecasts were wrong? No, they just say, oh, preparing for the conditions like that is near impossible. I mean, there were no conditions. And the sun was out. We weathered the storm. Okay, and then the beautiful, maybe it was chilly, I don't know. That's ridiculous. Madden, you gotta fix that. I mean, if you're gonna say it's gonna rain, at least acknowledge that, oh, the forecast didn't actually go the way it was planned. I mean, there wasn't a cloud in the sky. Anyways, I think that'll do it for our week 3 stuff. So going on to week 4, we're taking on the Washington Commanders. And I said at the end of the last episode, the Commanders are god-awful. They are so bad. Look at this team. We got a QB1 check-in, which actually we'll do first. And go check in with our guy. And Tua Tagovailoa, what we gotta say? Oh, okay, it's just a reporter. Coach, Tua's been one of the top passers in yards so far this season. We're going to, continue to be so pass heavy. Yeah, we're an air raid team now. Why not? I mean, we'll still run the ball a lot, but, we're trying to air things out with Tua and this team. Beat the Commanders and get 300 passing yards with Tua. I think that's going to happen. I mean, that's really what we've been doing pretty much every single game. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. But yeah, let's just look how bad this Commanders team is. I mean, Jonathan Allen's their best player, which, Jonathan Allen's a good player, but man, he's their best guy at a star development too. I don't think they have any X factors because I believe, is Terry McLaurin off this team? I think he is. Just look at this. All right, so the quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Backup, Teddy Bridgewater. Sam Howell's the third string quarterback. He's a 67 overall. That's great, right? Running back, we got Brian Robinson Jr., who's not a bad player, but should he be a starter really with considering Madden development? And probably not. He's got 88 speed. All right, at receiver, they got Jahan Dotson, who's good, but still only an 80 overall. They got Kiki Katui, or whatever the hell his name is. No offense, but they got Katui or whatever. He's their second receiver. They got De'Ami Brown. They got Dax Millen. That guy, right? Yeah, shout out Zach Wilson. And they got Josh Ingram, Steve Walker. Their tight end is Evan Ingram, which is solid. That's good. And the defense is just, Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen. They still got Allen, and they got Payne. They got Chasson, they got Davis, they got Will Anderson. This team isn't very good. Darius Slay, solid, but whatever. We never really too many problems, I think, when we took on the Eagles in year 1 with Darius Slay. But yeah, so we got Commanders and Steelers. They're 0-3. I fully expect to blow this team out. We'll see what happens, but we got Commanders and Steelers coming right up from FedEx Field in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Welcome to FedEx Field for week number 4 action between the 2-1 Pittsburgh Steelers and the 0-3 Washington Commanders. It's something I failed to mention in the intro of this video. It is that Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa are playing each other for the first time. Obviously, both of them were at the University of Alabama. Obviously, Jalen Hurts transferred over to Oklahoma. Tua stayed at Bama, but it is the first matchup between both these guys. And no, it's not the Eagles versus the Dolphins. It's the Washington Commanders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both Hurts and Tagovailoa signed with both of their respective new teams in the offseason, and they'll go at it here in week number 4. Of course, for Jalen Hurts, looking for his first victory as the Commanders' starting quarterback, and for Tua Tagovailoa trying to build off of what he's got so far going with that 2-1 start for this Pittsburgh Steelers team. And Tua has thrown for over 300 passing yards in each game so far this season. Let's see if he can make it 4 in a row tonight here in Washington against the Commanders team that, let's be honest, their offense isn't the greatest, but their defense has shown up so far, even in the losses that they've had. The defense has held up pretty well. So we've got Steelers and Commanders here tonight. As for the rest of the AFC North, the standings go as follows. You got the Bengals at 3-0 in first, and then you got the Steelers and Browns both at 2-1, and the Ravens at 0-3. We've got 3 AFC North matchups after this game for Pittsburgh. We go on the road to Baltimore again to take on the Ravens. We take on the Cleveland Browns in week 6 at home, then back at home again for week 7 against the Cincinnati Bengals. But first, let's get it going. Tua Tagovailoa starting with the football, 6 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 927 yards for Tua. He'll get the football from the 25-yard line. Tua looking to throw to Najee Harris. Harris on the backfield has got a pickup of 14 yards. Good start to this game here for the Steelers offense. 2nd and 8 for Tagovailoa. Out the gun, looking to his right in the flats. He has got his starting tight end and Pat Freiermuth. Freiermuth going to pick up a gain of 8 and another first down for Pittsburgh. 2nd and 4 for Tua. Play action fake, looking to throw. Tagovailoa looks over the top, going for Jalen Waddle in double coverage. Maybe not the best football, but there is a flag down in the play, and it will be 15 yards going for the Steelers. roughing the passer on the Commanders. It will be on Chase Young. It's a 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. We go counter left, going to Najee Harris, working off some blockers. Harris going to pick up a gain of 9, setting up now for a 2nd and 1. Tua out the gun, looking to throw. He will find Najee Harris yet again. Another risky pass by Tagovailoa, but it works. Tua's got us down to the 6 for a 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa dropping back now, step up. Tua looking to run, and ball's popped out from behind. Tua is at the 1-yard line, and it will be the first turnover of the season for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And here comes Jalen Hurts. So Hurts so far this season, 630 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. It hasn't been great. Let's see if Hurts can get back on track tonight against the Steelers. 2nd and 10 for Jalen Hurts, looking to his left. Down he goes. We've got contained with Alex Highsmith. It'll be a 3rd and 18 now for Hurts from his own 12-yard line. Looking to throw. Jalen Hurts dropped again. Kitty Pay on the sack. I'm probably butchering his name, but it's all right. We traded, of course, Kenny Pickett for him in the offseason, and the Steelers will get the football now from the 47-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and 7 for Tua. Another very risky throw, but he gets it to Pat Freiermuth. It'll be a 1st down to the 39-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 6 from the 35. Tua going to swing it left to Najee Harris. He's going to run over a man, and we fumble for the 2nd straight drive. Nice. Big hit by the Commanders. Will Jackson is going to pick it up for them, and they'll take over now from the 39-yard line on a 3rd and 9. Can Hurts get their offense flowing? Nice ball over the top by Jalen Hurts, finding his receiver right there in Kike Katui on a 1st and 10 for Hurts from the 39-yard line. Taking a shot downfield. Don't test Minka Fitzpatrick. Going for Jahan Dotson. It's picked off. Minka gets it in the back of the end zone, and the Pittsburgh Steelers will take over possession of the football as we go into the 2nd quarter. Still scoreless here in Washington, 0-0. Tua on the offense from the 22-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and 8. Tua standing like a statue in the pocket. Now he'll run again. This time he doesn't fumble, and he'll pick up the 1st down and a gain of 8 yards down it to our own 30. But it's now a 3rd and 11. Tagovailoa looks to his left to Jalen Waddle. Waddle gets a gain of 9, but he's short of the 1st down, and Pittsburgh will have to punt it back to Washington yet again. 3rd and 5 for Jalen Hurts from the 39-yard line. Looking to throw it, scrambling to his left. He's hit as he throws, and that will be okay. Not pick number 2. That ball is caught by Washington. It will be Dotson. It is their 2nd completion of the game, and we're 4 minutes into the 2nd quarter. 3rd and 12 for Hurts, scrambling. Down he goes again. It's Burks with the sack, and we might have taken Washington out of field goal range here. It will be a 57-yarder for their kicker out of Georgia, Rodrigo Blankenship. 57-yarder, Teddy Bridgewater on the hold. The wind is in effect, and that one didn't even have the distance. So Blankenship misses. We get it from the 47. Now we worked it to the 50. And Tua going to look to his left. He misses on Deontay Johnson. I mean, maybe it's the rainy condition. The ball's wet. It's just not a great game so far for Tagovailoa. But same can be said about Jalen Hurts. TJ Watt going to bring him down. I mean, we're just trading punts back and forth here. We're going to get the football now from the 39-yard line. It'll be a 2nd and 5. Kind of a 2-minute drill to operate under right now. Tua going to take a shot downfield to George Pickens. Yeah, again, a bad ball. I mean, I mentioned earlier that I didn't think Darius Slay was going to give us too much trouble. There you have it. Tua just kind of says, F it, George Pickens down there somewhere, and Darius Slay comes up with the interception. So Washington's got it now from the 31-yard line. 2 minutes left to play here in this first half. They hand it off to Bijan Robinson. He refuses to go down, though. Robinson for a big gain down to the 7-yard line. It's a 3rd and 4 for Hurts from the gun, looking over the middle. Ball is caught. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown gets into the end zone, and the Washington Commanders score before the end of the half, and they get off to a 7-0 lead. Again, a very defensive showdown so far, defensive struggle. Not much offense being played so far, but the Commanders up early, 7-0 going into the 2nd half. And Washington starts with the football, so it'll be a 2nd and 11 for Jalen Hurts. Again, though, being pressured, and Hurts is going to go down. It will be Pay's 2nd sack of the game, forcing now a 3rd and 21. Hurts out the gun, looking to throw. Jalen Hurts now to his left. He'll barely get it off, but it's going to absolutely nobody. So we're going to take over the football from the 34-yard line. 1st and 10. We'll go back to the run game because we haven't done it much and it hasn't really worked so far, but the halfback draw by Najee Harris is going to pick up a gain of 10. He's now got 10 carries for 34 yards. It's a 3rd and 6 for Tagovailoa, looking to throw over the middle. Jalen Waddle makes the grab. Waddle down to the 37-yard line, trying to work the football finally back into Commanders territory. I mean, really, our only good drive was one that resulted in the fumble. Tua going to fight Jalen Waddle. Don't give this man press coverage because he's going to burn you deep. Jalen Waddle gets in the end zone. It's just a classic streak route. Tua finds Jalen Waddle over the top, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to tie this game up at 7-7. Tua to Waddle. And now the Commanders get the football back from the 31-yard line. 3rd-and-1 handoff. There will be a first down for Washington. Big run right there for the backup RB. He's going to take him all the way down to the 50-yard line. It is going to be Walker. And a huge gain right there of 19 yards for Washington. And after that, they got him down to the 29-yard line. Hurts going to look to his left. I did not mean to pause right there, but it's all right. It's going to be a big first down for Jahan Dotson on the slant. Beats him to the inside, and he'll pick up a gain of 23 yards. Dotson down to the 6-yard line. Creates a 2nd and goal for Hurts. Looking to throw. Jalen Hurts now to his left. Scrambles. Can we bring him down to the ground? We will. Hurts gets his 2nd sack of the game, and it'll be a 3rd and goal now from the 8-yard line. So here comes Hurts out the gun, looking to throw. Jalen Hurts trying to make it a 7-point game again for Washington. Going to Dax Milline, the former BYU Cougar, is short of the end zone. He picks up a gain of 6, and they will bring out Rodrigo Blankenship for this chip shot 19-yard field goal, which of course he will hit, even though with the extreme wind. It's a 3-point lead for Washington. We've got 30 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter. It's a 3rd and 9. Tua will find Pat Fryermuth, but he's short of the first down, only picking up a gain of 6 in the process, and Pittsburgh's gonna have to punt it back to Washington. So Presley Harvin is on for the punt, gonna boot one deep. The wind, of course, is in play, but that one will be caught right around the 30-yard line, and Devin Bush, knocks the football out. Akella Witherspoon picks it up, and he's off for the races. Witherspoon's in. The final play of the 3rd quarter results in a touchdown, a scoop and score touchdown off of a punt for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We missed the extra point, but that's all right. It's a 13-10 lead for the Steelers as we go into the 4th quarter. All the pressure back to Washington. So here comes a 1st and 10 for Jalen Hurts. They'll start the handoff to Bijan Robinson, and Bijan Robinson has got the first down. He'll bounce his way down to the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 yards. 2nd and 2 for Hurts. Back to Robinson yet again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Robinson's got him down to the 48-yard line. He's got 10 carries for 46 yards. They'll go back to the run again on 2nd and 13, and it keeps on working for the Commanders. Bijan Robinson has now created a 3rd and inches, and they will give it back to him yet again. Don't know why he cut back right there, but he still picks up the first down, and the Commanders pick up a gain of 6, and they, of course, have now worked the football down to the 30, but they won't run it on a 3rd and 7. Hurts looking to throw. He's sacked again. Might have taken him out of field goal range. It's Muhammad with the sack. Here comes a 54-yarder for Rodrigo Blankenship. He misses again. I mean, you see the wind taking that football, but Blankenship simply just doesn't have the leg to boot that far. And we're going to get the football back. And what a ball for Tua Tagovailoa, finding George Pickens all the way down to the 21-yard line. Huge 1st and 10 now for Pittsburgh, but it's a 3rd and 8 from the 19. Tua going to find Eric Gilbert right away. They line nobody over the top of him. It'll be a first down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal for Tua. We're looking to throw from the gun from the 1. Yeah, I don't love that play call. I mean, not gonna lie, trying to boost to his stats, and there we go. Oh, thread in the kneel to Jalen Waddle. It's gonna be Waddle's 2nd touchdown of the game, and that is going to be your ball game. Of course, the way the Washington Commanders offense has been playing, nothing happening on the other side of the football. And the Pittsburgh Steelers will go to FedEx Field, they'll go to Washington, D.C., and they will take down the Commanders by a score of 20-10. Tua Tagovailoa gets round 1 against Jalen Hurts in their first matchup of both of their careers. But again, it is now a 3-1 Pittsburgh Steelers team going into 3 straight divisional matchups against the likes of the Baltimore Ravens in Week 5, the Browns in Week 6, and the Cincinnati Bengals in Week 7. And as for the Washington Commanders, they've got a really good defense that made it really tough on us to score the football. I mean, compared to what we had last week, of course, in that ball game against the Indianapolis Colts, I guess to the same extent. I mean, to a more greater extent with the Baltimore Ravens game. So hey, we're doing well. We're 3-1. Got a game again next week against the Baltimore Ravens. We blew them out, I think 41-7 in our last outing with them. Let's make it 2-0 in the season and sweep Baltimore in 2024. So folks, thank you all for watching episode number 43 of the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise mode here on Madden 23. If you haven't yet though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you are enjoying the series so far. Give me a like saying up for watching, and Mamba forever.